Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is working, I'm gonna freak out. I don't know how the heck it'd be working because I'm jumping right off uh, YouTube on my phone. Wow, is this letting me freaking stream now? Let me see if I can get that background in for y'all. Might be a little bright. Still sunny in here in Las Vegas. Oh yeah, see? Can't really see the mountains too well. That's just another hotel behind me. That is another hotel behind me. We'll go top chat. So, how's everyone doing? I get to have a little time on YouTube. I haven't been on here in so long, but welcome everyone to Motor City Aquatics. I have not had time to be on here. I'm so busy, and as you see, I'm in Las Vegas for work. So they pay to send me here, to go over some classes. You know, I don't know. It's just a bunch of they teach you about still in they teach you about they talk to you about unions and what's coming up and the new stuff that we're getting into, the higher end high tech panels and this that and the other but so they send us out here to update us on this stuff, teach us so we can go back and teach others and tell others what the deal, what's going on. I really wish I could switch this. If this flips around, I'm sure all it would do is, hold on, say, mute microphone. What does this do? No. No, we don't want to do that. What up is still in ya? What is going on, my brother? What is going on? We're just getting a little cold pop. I don't know what the heck happened to the straws. They get pop away for free over at training center. Let me hit this. This is probably going to show you the back wall. Yeah. See, that's my room. That's the other half of my hotel room. I'm in a what am I in? I'm in not a Hyatt, Hilton. So I think that one behind me is a Hilton too. So this is really weird because I go to stare at the center of the phone and the camera's over here. You know what I should do is flip this sucker around. This thing's gonna drive me bonkers. I could probably do better if I'm like that, but still it looks kind of messed up. That's not too worse. Star Wars shirt. I have some Star Wars drinking glasses from the 80s. Yeah. Yep. All my shoes. So many of my shirts are Star Wars. The wife gets them for me. Yep. She hooks me up. Maybe I could put this right on the bed. Had it on this cool little slider table. But I'm trying to get outside. Hold on. Let me see if I can flip this really quick without screwing anything up. So if I could flip the phone, then I should be able to. I should be able to not be staring at that. There we go. That should do her. Nothing to her but to do her. Here we go. Alright, that's a little better. What floor? Fourth or fifth? I'm on the fourth floor. I am in, well, I'm not going to give the number I'm in, but I am on the fourth floor, yes. But, so I don't have a car, of course, and I can't get, I mean, I could rent one, but there's a lot of stuff to rent one. The bad thing is, my father passed away back in 2014, and his best friend actually lives here in Vegas, and he's 82. And he said, his health is getting bad and stuff like that. And I'd love to go see him. He's an hour away, but yeah, I don't see it happening. So, which sucks. But yeah, too bad I can't see the mountains. Try to get the mountains for you guys. Uh, so I needed to get something to drink. So, like I said, I didn't have a car. I don't want to, Uber so soon. Give them all my banking info, my credit card information and stuff. So I actually walked. Yeah, it was like down around the expressway over there, and I found a gas station, and I got to play some slots or some poker. Um, so I only played $20, and I bought a bunch of flavored water, Propels. I bought a couple Mountain Dews, couple Pepsis, couple candy bars. Because you never know. I get those shakes once in a while. If I'm not. Oh, hold on. Is it? Yeah, I get shakes once in a while, so I take that stuff. Or I like to have candy bars around and stuff, just in case. So. So, anyways, yep, I had to walk up there, get some stuff, and then actually, there's someone here that was leaving, that actually leaves in the morning, and he had to go gas up his rental as a charger. And when I was walking away, it's about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile. When I was walking away from the gas station, he asked me if I wanted a ride, so I got lucky and I got a ride back, so I didn't have to. I didn't have to hoof it back with chocolate bars and all my drinks and stuff. So I'm gonna be here. Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. I leave here at 2:11 Vegas time, which is 3 hours behind um, Michigan time. So was it? There ain't even a clock in here. I don't know what time it is. 7:30. So it's 10:30 in Michigan right now. And you see how sunny it is here. I just thought you guys would like this. Um, Seeing this, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So, but yeah, this is all paid for. I don't pay for anything. If I had to, I wouldn't be here. The stipend or whatever, what they pay you to come and do this. See, here's the thing is, um, we're right by the airport. So here's the thing is, for years now they've been wanting me to come, but they'd only pay you $250. And you figure I'm missing Thursday, Friday. I'm missing Thursday, Friday, and I missed Monday because of 4th of July. So my check is going to be for Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, um, they pay $500. Um, uh, they pay $500 for you to come here. So really, Saturday, Sunday, I don't work, but I'm not coming back. I won't be back. My plane won't land till 12:37, or let's say 1:45 Monday morning. Well, I'm supposed to start at 6 in the morning, at my job, so I'll be missing Monday. The money they give you is okay, but it's not. But that's why I didn't come. But the whole thing it isn't about money. It's about what they teach you and what you learn and the experience. So that's the cool part. Really excited to be here and check it out. They gave us shirts. We got special shirts. Um, since we're from Detroit, they got an embroidered D on them. They're like a polo shirt, but they're the ones where the air goes through them. Yeah, they get the D on them, and it has the carpenter's journeyman carpenter on the embroidered on the arm, and this thing we're at. But it's really weird because this is the first time I've been away from my family ever overnight. I've never been a night away from them, so it's gonna be a little weird. I'm sure I'll be just fine, but it's still gonna be a little weird. But so, uh, 50% off. Sales been going really good. Um, there's a bunch of shrimp that we sold out of or got down to a number to where it's enough to where I had to put sold out on it. Um, we had one shipment that didn't make it. Um, it got caught up. It got caught up in the mail. But here's the thing. Uh, hey, oh, it's still going on. Yeah, why is that off? Sorry. I don't know why the chat goes away. My shrimp were producing before, but it looks like they're becoming less and less now. Um, well, if it was me, I'd probably give them a water change. I don't know, do 5%, 2 to 5%, but do it like twice a week, small amounts, um, and do it a little cooler. Shrimp are kind of like plecos. They get that cold rush through. They think that like it's raining out or something, but it entices them to get buried. I don't know how many times I've had issues, and I was always told to do a water change. I always said do a water change, do a water change, do a water change. So that's what I would do. But yeah, so 50% sales been doing good. Um, like I said, here was the issue. There was an order that was ordered. There was two problems, and this is how we handled it here at Motor City Aquatics. We try to make everyone happy, but the other thing is we don't point fingers. We don't say you're right, we're right, you're wrong, we're right. It's not like that. So here's what happened. An order was sent out. Um, it was supposed to, I sent it out on Monday. It was supposed to be, they said it would be there on Thursday. I said, well, no, I'll pay to have it get there on Wednesday. So she said, okay. Well, when they rang it up, when I went to leave, I looked at the receipt. She didn't charge me. It was $52 extra. It was $52 altogether to send it to this address. She didn't do it. She charged me 18 bucks. So now the shrimp are going to get to this very hot state on Thursday. And way I had my ice packs and had it wrapped, it was good for, in my opinion, 3 days, no problem. But here's the thing. Thursday came along, the package didn't show up. But see, our policy is you have an hour from the minute it's dropped off to contact us and let us know if there's any problems, right? Well, UPS sent me an email saying that the package, they took it to the business. It's not a business, it's a house, but it said business. Says that we took it there, knocked on the door, no one answered. So we took it back, and we'll try it again tomorrow. Well, when the following day came, the shrimp showed up early, and they were all dead. But here's the thing, is the person said that they were home. But UPS said that they took it there, and no one answered. So here's the thing, is I wasn't there. I don't know. So, all in all, I was in the right to say, look, UPS said that they went, no one answered. Then the next day they showed up, they're dead. So I'm covered. I could have covered. But here's the thing, is I don't know if UPS is lying to me. I don't know what actually happened. So I just refunded all the money. I just gave all the money back. Shipping money, I gave it all up. I gave it all back. Yeah. I'm sorry, Brandon. The 50% off will be going on until I consolidate enough just to fit on the one shelf for now. But so yeah, UPS said they showed up. No one was there. This person said I was home all day. I have cameras. I was home all day. But the thing is did UPS actually tell me the truth? I don't know. I wasn't there. So my thing is like, look, it's so hot out, whatever. I'm not even gonna mess with this. Let's give them all their money back. Now, like I said, with UPS saying that they showed up, but I've never had this happen. I've never had UPS say they showed up, no one was there, so they took the package. I didn't put anything on the package saying don't leave it if somebody doesn't sign for it. Never. I've never done that because that's where my policy comes in. When the package is dropped on your porch, you have 1 hour from the minute it's delivered to contact me and say, hey, the shrimp are dead, or one died, or something, or a bag's busted open, anything. So that was the only package that didn't make it. And then we were packaging packages so fast that someone ordered crystal red shrimp. Here's the thing, I feel bad because crystal red shrimp are beautiful shrimp, right? They just are. Red and white shrimp are beautiful shrimp. But we said they ordered 12 of them. So at $4 a piece, I think it's selling for $4. Yeah, $4 or $5, $4. Let's say $4. 50% off, they're $2. Well, instead of sending 12 crystal reds, we sent her 12 blue steels. And no, I sell those for $15 a piece, so those are $7.50 a piece. So she got those expensive shrimp instead of crystal reds. But I look at it and go, well, hell, she just got more expensive shrimp than what she paid for. I'm not gonna tell her, well, hey, give them back or anything. And but the thing is just because that happened doesn't mean that it's the color that they want. So, but she seems to be happy. I told her I was gonna send her some more crystal reds. I got some orders that need to go out soon. But see, the heat, man. It's I got an order that I just got in that I'm supposed to be sending out, but the stinking the heat, I can't do the heat, so I have to hold off on it. So it might be a week or more. So, Bobby from Michigan, what's up? We're in Las Vegas, Bobby. Lovely Joe vlog, welcome, thumbs up, thank you for showing up. Roundhouse, yeet, what up? That's my dog. I believe the person UPS had lied many times before. See, that's what I'm saying. But I'm in a situation. What do I say? I mean, I can't say UPS lied. I'm of course not going to say that my customer lied, because that's the whole thing. Is if anyone knows us, they know that doesn't need to be done. You don't need to lie to Motor City to, if you weren't home or you made a mistake, okay, fine, just let me know. I mean, we're not those people that, will have an issue with it. Watch it from Dubai. Ooh, well, welcome. Thank you. Dubai. Oh, that's where all the race cars are at. Crypt Keeper, what's up? I love shrimp. Not much. What's up, Crypt Keeper Aquatics? Pretty standard policy. Yeah, it's just it's how I roll. It's nothing changes. Everything's the same. But that's just how we've always done it. So our customers always feel safe. Because I have people that message me and they're like, "Hey, we never ordered from you before. What's your policy?" I'm like, 100%. We'll refund you or replace it. And because here's the thing: if a shrimp dies, I don't want to pay $15 for one package or for one shrimp. So I just give you your money back. But like his order was pretty expensive. So I'm like, it's just way too hot right now to deal with it. To go, well, okay, I'll send you another package. So I figured, guess what? I'll just send you all your money back, and you can order again at a later time. If that's what you choose to do. But I just couldn't do it. Go to the dam, see if it's really as low as they say. Oh yeah, the water here. I heard the turbines aren't running. See, here's the thing: is I need to go downtown because Luke wants like a cup or a mug. He wants some cool stuff, and I'm gonna get my wife something too. And can I use the code in August when it gets cooler? If the 50% still up, I mean, you can order shrimp at any time and just tell me to hold on to them. You know, uh, it's not like I'd sell them out on. But Oxalot, can you have them RO water? Oxalots? Oh, are you talking to them lizard? I don't know, bro. Don't ask me anything about those. I don't know anything about those. I thought those were if oxalotls. Are you talking oxalotls? I think those are just cold tap water. What was that? See, I don't like this. The chat disappears. Live chat. The chats disappear. Bobby, blue dreams I got from you are doing great. Second tank is ready, and I've been getting a lot of overtime. Need to make up my mind on what to get next. Shoot. Here's the thing. Excuse me. I'm trying to get it to where the live chat stays on all the time. Um, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. What's the link for your store? MotorCityAquatics.com. Yeah, I didn't put a description up with this. It's really weird because I just thought, I was did hit YouTube and it said go live, and I was like, okay. I was like, this ain't gonna work. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and it freaking worked. And that's why I've been fighting for years, the 2.5, maybe 3 years I've been doing this, so I don't have to use StreamYard or anything, even though this kind of sucks because I want people to be able to come up and bullshit, but, LOL, yeah. But, I've always wanted to do this, so I don't have to backdoor and go through anything else, I can just go live through YouTube, so that's what I like about this. How long do you take your purple shrimp to breed? Oh, now, my purple shrimp took a while to breed. What's your parameters for carotene? I don't even know. Because here's the thing: is um, when I get shrimp, a lot of times they come, juveniles. They're itty bitty small. Because here's the thing: is they ship better. So when you're talking about an expensive shrimp or a really high grade, or they come from, Vin. They're Vin bred, but then it goes backdoored over to my guy, and then my guy sends them. They're the pintos. They're the really beautiful ones. And now they're also making the red, purple or the red metallics. So I think I got maybe about 12 of those in another tank. But anyways, when most of the time when my shrimp come that are expensive, that I want to breed out, so I can do deals like this and help people, get really high grade, high quality, shrimp that were bred by people like Vin and Master Ho and stuff, at better prices. They send them to me super small, so it could take me, couple 2-3 months, to where they get, maybe old enough, and then, sometimes it takes on. God, I had shrimp that I've had for, 8 months, and then they finally bred. A year, and then finally bred. It was really weird, and I had some that didn't breed, and so I had to add more to it. And sometimes it's because your shrimp will be male heavy. That's one of the biggest things. One of the biggest things. I mean, for one, you could have all males, which I never did, or you could have all females, or you're male heavy. And if you're male heavy, it's kind of like just think dogs. Say you have two males and a female. They're all gonna wanna, even when they're fixed. I mean, I have two males and a female, and both of them try to, hunt my female dog, and I mean, she's for it, but it's like, now if you have a bunch of males, that female's not, she's gonna cower. She's not gonna be, want to be, she's gonna get irritated, stressed out. She's not gonna want to get pregnant, or get buried up, saddled up, and have her berries. So you need to look at your shrimp and make sure that you're not male heavy. So instead of really going way out of my way, I'd add like 5 more. But the purple ones took a while, and actually I had to put those. The guy who's waiting right now for shrimp, I actually put him on the. He ordered 10 of them. It was so surprising. He ordered a huge amount. I was like, hey, I don't have them. I actually need to, because I sold a lot of them, so I had to put it on the out of order, or that I was out of them, and he asked me just for 2. Please, can you give me 2? So I sold him 2 of those and a bunch of boas. He wants the mixed boas, so which means that they have boas, snowflake marking, they're really high quality shrimp. They're really pretty shrimp, but at the size, I can't tell how extreme the boa gene is in them, but the ones I send out, they got really nice patches on the cheeks and stuff. It's some of them, they're hard to let go, but let me see. See, I have to touch the screen because it disappears for some reason. All right, how long did? Okay. What's parameters for Carradine? It depends. I think when I do my water changes, I do it with 150. He said back door. If we're ordering Carradina to start a colony, how many do you recommend we order? Guarantee there's at least 1 male. I mean, you go 6, 5. I've started colonies with 6. I mean, sometimes, look, I started off with the lowest I've ever started them off with 6, because there's times when they're expensive. I can't afford, I couldn't afford them. I couldn't, so I'd have to order just a small amount. And like my extreme black king Kongs, I start with 6, and I got lucky because they carried the shadow gene, so they're solid black, and they had the white tips on their tails, but it wasn't white. Well, one of them, I think 2 was white, 4 were blue, so that's how I got the shadow gene in the first place, and I got those really nice shadow pandas that I hold on to so dearly, that I love so much. See, I'm touching this, and okay, here it is. But yeah, you don't have to. It's a preference when it comes to buying shrimp. How many you want to start a colony? It's a preference. If you want to start with smaller numbers, start with a smaller tank. Here's the thing: you put them in a 10-gallon, they're going to find themselves. It doesn't matter. The males will find the females. Doesn't matter. If you put them in a 5-gallon tank, they'll bump heads a lot more. Here's the thing: if you're really concerned about breeding, don't put so many hiding spots in there. That way, you could put, like, let's say some moss in there. That's it. Maybe a small little piece of wood. Not even cholla wood. Don't even use that garbage. But just put a small little piece of wood in there. Or something that they can munch off of, like, let's say a piece of lava rock or something, and some moss. So that way they're not able to go hide for long periods of time. They're going to bump heads a lot more often. Smaller tank, the more often that they'll bump heads. I know a guy who breeds. I'm sure a lot of people know the same guy, but I mean, I really don't know him. But he starts off at 2.5 gallon up top, and that's his breeding tank, and then a 5, and then 10s brings them on down. But that 2.5 gallon, because they're close, they'll breed a lot faster. So at least that's the theory. Blizzle. When they are shrimp are swimming around the tank, are they breeding or is it something else? No, it's yeah, it's the pheromones. Well, you call it pheromones or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's the probably you've had one or multiple females molt, and they're swimming around trying to find her. She's letting off that scent, and they're swimming around. That's the exciting dance. Yeah. If you get that swimming like that, man, I used to have that one. I had a 20 gallon, 20 long, I remember, with the cherry shrimp that I started off with, because I wanted to see how red I could get them to see if shrimp was something I wanted to get into, to see if shrimp was something that I could alter to where I could make the colors way better. God, I put that Bacter AE in there, man, and you go down there at least a couple times a day, and them cherry shrimp would be going around the tank like that, and I was just so amazed by it. I don't feed it as much anymore, so I really don't see that anymore. I see it tremendously, like in my boa tank and stuff. It all comes down to water change day. They really like water change, or just top off day, when you run it in the hose. I think speed has to do with it, because there's people that talk about dripping water in, and there are times where you want to drip it in slow. Like, let's say if it's a heated tank and the water that you're putting in there isn't as hot as the water that's in the tank, you want to drip it in slow, so it's not such a fast shock to the shrimp. But if you can run it in at a smooth flow out of a 1/4 inch tube, like I do, I mean, you see it on my videos, I don't know how many times, but when that comes over and it hits that water, it creates the rotation and the churning and the oxygen right there. Oh man, they just go nuts. They swim in it and they come in it and they play in it and everything, but it's not that. I mean, you'll get them swimming around, but that was a whole nother thing when I used to do the Bacter AE. I think I need to start doing that again. But I need to start doing a lot. But I gotta get, what I'm gonna do when I come back is, I'll probably start doing tank by tank. I think I'm down like 3 tanks now. 3 tanks that I've emptied. I haven't emptied them, but they're empty. There's no shrimp in them. So I'll drain those down, take the substrate out, spread them around in other tanks, because I don't ever get rid of my substrate. And then, have like a stream where, hey, I need to sell all the shrimp in this tank now. I need to sell all the shrimp in this tank now. Start doing that. But here's another one when you ask me about, how long do purples take to breed. I have crystals, crystal bees. They kind of look like snowballs. But those and my tangerine tigers. I must have had something on my hands a long time ago. And bull tanks, they were right next to each other. So wherever it was, it happened to bull tanks. But they started to die off, but I didn't know. I was like, are they just hiding? And they just started to die off. And next thing you know, I was down to like a handful of each. So I took all the tangerine tigers out of a tank, put them in another tank. The crystals I took out of a tank, put in another tank. So whatever was in those tanks would stop. I had 3 crystals left. And I don't know, probably like 4 months. I was like, you know what? I'm just getting rid of them. tired of waiting. All of a sudden, I looked in there, bam, female's pregnant. But what I didn't know is I had 2 females and a male. That's what was left. So then, bam, the next female got pregnant. And then all of a sudden, bam, I look in there again, there's babies in there again. So this tank's just exploded now. But it's just really weird. They say if you oversell a tank, if you get rid of too many, it can shock the colony. There's a lot of things that can shock a colony. So, is it true that you can shock a colony by selling off so many? I don't know. Possibly, but I don't know. I think it may all come down to the facts of, you sell more females than you do males. And, the females freak out because, they're being pestered by males too much. See all the mountains back there now? Now that sun's going down? Those are all mountains. Because Las Vegas, it's like in a hole. It's like in a, like a bowl. It's like a big bomb went off here, and you're like in the big dip of it, and those are the mountains. But it's mountainous all the way around, all desert. But all right, what else we got here? We'll only be on here a little while longer. We got to lay down. We're tired. We've been up since 2 a.m. sitting at the airport. How do you battle with heat in your shrimp tanks? I don't. But if you have heat in your shrimp tanks, a good way to do that is run a fan over the top of them. That'll help the heat come out of the water, it'll ripple the top of the water, and it'll help that come out. It depends on how hot your tanks are getting. I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you don't run a heater, never run a heater. Never, ever run a heater. Keep your tanks away from windows. But yeah, run a fan in the room. I don't know where you keep them or whatever, but if you can run a fan, like an oscillating fan, to keep the air moving in that room so it's not so hot. And if you can't, then just get you a little tabletop fan and blow it towards the top of the tanks, or tank. That always seems to help. But usually, if you have an oscillating fan in the room, that won't let the heat settle, because heat rises and makes the room real warm. So if you keep moving that around, then the cold air comes up from the floor and it cools it down. Helps keep your temperatures, like they say, room temperature. It'll help keep it like that instead of letting it get so hot. Temperature around 78 F bad for Bosch. No, it's not bad. It's just it can shorten their lifespan because it'll speed up their metabolism. I had shrimp in, they were Neos, but I had them in 74 degrees. 78, you're starting to get up there. I think once you get around like 82, that'd probably be a scarier temperature. But I think if you kept it 78 or 76, that'd be even better. But I think you'd be fine. I do a float valve with a 1/4-inch tube, and I agree they go nuts. Yeah, it's the quicker you put it in, they really play in it. Now, we all know it's not dumping in it, but when it has a nice stream where the minute it comes out the tube, it falls. It doesn't blow out. It just comes out and falls. That's the speed you want. I love it. Have you ever crossbred shrimp? Have you successfully made a line breed true to one pattern color with a crossbreeder? It's what I didn't really crossbreed. I just brought orange-eyed. I used an orange-eyed clear shrimp and brought the orange eye into my it was a Red King Kong tank. What it was is I took like 6 Red King Kongs, and I took an orange-eyed Red King Kong, but it was clear. Well, it had the red stripes. Because here's the thing: when you integrate orange eyes into shrimp, the orange eyes will wash out the white, so you can get clear shrimp. Think of a Red King Kong with just the red stripes, nothing else. It's clear as can be, but it has the orange eyes. So what you want to do is you want to breed that in back into the Red King Kongs. I mean, it has the orange eyes, it just doesn't have the white. So what you want to do is breed that into it, keep the breeding, and if any of them are clear, misfits, you take those out and just keep the rest. And I did it, and I got like extreme Red King Kongs. I got extreme Red Devils, orange-eyed extreme Red Devils, orange-eyed Red King Kongs. All out of that batch. Um, but just breeding shrimp, it was just too much. I had too many tanks, and for me to get down there and cull, and separate, everything was good when I wasn't working, and things were slow for me. Winter time and stuff. I had a lot of time on my hands to be able to do stuff. I mean, I could spend hours down there. But, like I said before, that's why I'm consolidating. Because once I do 8, 10 hours a day, I don't want to come home and do 8 more hours, because then I'm neglecting my family. So when I was injured, I was able to do 8 hours, and then the rest of the day was for my family. Even running my YouTube channel, doing all that. Now, when wintertime comes, things will slow up again, and, things will pick up even more. But it's just, the way things are going, they're just going real fast right now. So, I'm doing my best, but, I'm just choosing to spend time with my family right now than put a ton of time into everything else. And that's why I'm consolidating, to make my days simpler, not so hard. And then, as I get more time on my hands, and if things pick up, then I'll start to handle more shrimp again. Can you put red and the purple shrimp together? What, the red metallics and the purple shrimp? Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: is whatever a shrimp has for offspring, that's what was used to make them. Because they put shrimp together to make a certain type of shrimp. So when they start having babies, you're like, oh my God, what is this? Well, they used whatever came out. They used that somewhere along the lines to make that shrimp. So all you're doing is getting that cool shrimp, and because like I know somebody that's now selling red metallics. So I use Betta heater in my 10-gallon shrimp bar. It was rummy now. It's touches. Yeah, Betta heaters are great. They're small. I had to put in a cold air return up near the ceiling of the shrimp room. Central air just wasn't moving in there at all. Need a way for the air to exchange. Keep door shut due to dog. Oh yeah, well the fan is the big deal. If you have air running in there, you have to have a fan. Have to have a fan. If you look, I don't know if you look up a gentleman. He's in France, I think. His name's Rico Nico. Look him up on YouTube, and he's got like he built an extra, like in addition to his home. It's a shrimp room, and you look in there, and he's got fans aiming down from the ceilings. They aim towards the floor. What happens is that heat rises, cold air falls. So the floor is always cold, and up high is always warm. So if you blow the air down here, it sweeps the cold air up into the warm air, and it circulates it, and then it drops it down. It'll bring it to a certain temperature. So that's why you're able to keep fish tank or shrimp tanks or fish tanks like at 2 inches off the floor and 6 foot up in the air, and they might be a 2 degree difference because you run fans. Now, if you didn't, that bottom tank's gonna be way colder than the top tank because all the cold air's down at the ground, you know. And then the top tanks, like you're saying, they're gonna be really warm and stuff. So the fan's a big deal, really big deal with fans. Even one, I mean, if you just run one on low, after a couple days, you'll see a big difference. You can't expect a fan on low, a little fan to, get it churned up in an hour. But you give it some time, it'll do really good. Can you put, how long does it take for breeding traits? That's all up to the shrimp. Um, if you want to breed some stuff, um, you have F1s, F2s, F3s. Now, let's say, like, I bred two shrimp together. I can't remember what they were, but they came out. I can't remember really what the color, but they came out with these, like, white sugary stripes on them. And I was like, wow, what's this? And then they're like, oh, we'll just breed those F1s back to their mother and father, or back to the father, or just take the parents out and let the youngsters breed within themselves, and then they'll bring out the F2s will bring out the original color. So there's F1, F2, F3. You got to go through that. It's kind of like you know, uh, with anything, fish, puppies. It's just it's the genes. How far you want to take it. It's how far you want to take, uh, something that's okay or very nice to, jaw dropping, beautiful, one in a million type stuff like that. And that's the thing that we want to do is, not have so many tanks, but, keep 30 tanks or whatever, 25 tanks, and take them to a whole nother level, just a whole nother take them to the level that the people that are breeding them don't have time to. They get it to that one point, and the line is really strong. Then they're like, okay, it's time to sell, and that's what I want to take it to that level after that. So I want to be able to focus on that more. Bows on your site, is that a purplish sheen on them, or is that just showing due to camera glare or something? Anything that you see on my site, it's that's on the shrimp, because I don't use fish tank lights, so I use only garage lights. They're white. They're just you know stuff that you use in your garage. Uh, so there's no color in my lights whatsoever. They're just white, pure white. So yes, it is on the shrimp. Some of the boas have the blue. Uh, they're just that's why it's mixed. You get blues, you get this, you get this. The colors are just super, super incredible. So they're really, really pretty. They're really good grade, good gene. So we take our pride in them. Those I separate. I try to pull out the ones that I can't tell, because when they're little, I can look and go, okay, well, it's got spots on its face. I don't know what shape they're going to take, but then there's some that you just look at and it looks like they have freckles. There's so many spots, so, um, but you can also look at them and go, oh, wow, yeah, there's one spot, or I don't see any spots. But it doesn't mean that the body's not going to be, spotted really good, like snowflake pattern or whatever. But those go into a whole nother tank. But here's the thing, those shrimp still carry that gene. This is what I try to tell everybody is they still carry that gene. So if I have a tank and you say, hey, do you get, let's just call them misfits, or just pintos, or, they're fish bones with no facial markings. They still are offspring of the boas, and they still carry the gene. Now, if you have, a male with no facial markings and a female with facial markings, or vice versa, will they come out facial markings? I mean, you're looking at, percentage wise, I don't know. I mean, it could be a 30, a 70, a 50-50, 60-40, but you still will get, it'll happen. It's kind of like, you know, breeding red and blue Neocaridina together, and you get ones that come out looking like Superman. Red and blue together. So the shrimp carry the gene. That's what I try to tell people. Even if you want to save money and go that route, it might take a few, um, you know, cycles before you start to see numbers that are exciting. But if you have time, which we all do, you just run it, just let them breed, and that's it. What you get is what you get. Just keep going. Uh, do I know how to make boa shrimp? No, I do not. I'm not a mad scientist, shrimp scientist. It's Galaxy Shrimp. Who knows what they mix? Galaxies, fish bones, snowflake. But how do they get the snowflake spots? And that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to explain. They take shrimp that get these markings, and they just keep cramming them together. It's kind of like taking pit bulls. You you take these pit bulls, and or any dog. Let's say any dog, German shepherds or English bulldogs or mastiffs. And what is the thing that like they always say? Like if somebody has a male and oh, we breed your dog with my okay, well I want pick of the litter because they want the dog that has the best gene, shows the best gene, so they can now use that to breed again with another female, and again and again and again. So it's the same thing with shrimp. So you take your shrimp, and whatever comes out the best, then you take those and move them over, and then you breed those, and the best of them you breed over. I mean, I remember when I started, I was told just get reds and blues and get 5 tanks of each. And all you do is just breed the tank, and as they grow up, call out the ones that you like the best, or selectively breed the ones that you like the best. And then when those have babies, select the ones that, the darker ones, then the darker ones. They said, go up to 5 tanks. Easily you can do 5 tanks. So, when it comes to shrimp, same thing. I mean, all you want to do is you want to breed, let's say you get 200 shrimp. And let's say there's only 10 out of there that are so extravagant, it just jaw dropping. You're like, okay, well, I got 10. That's a whole colony. So you put those 10 in there. And then the originals, let's say the parents or whatever, then whatever's left, then you take the ones that don't show much favor, pull those out, and leave the ones that have markings, and just let them keep breeding. Just let it keep exploding over there and keep pulling. That's what I do with the boas. I just keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. Now what I did is because when I first got all the adults or all the boas, I let them grow up, and there was a couple that really they were just like pintos. They didn't have any. They had the fishbone perfect, no facial, but they had the blue or something in them. So what I did is I bred the tank out, and now I got to the point to where I pulled the most perfect parents and the most perfect babies out of that tank, put them in another tank, and the ones that weren't perfect, I left them in there because I'm gonna let that tank try to work up. Then I put the best of the best parents and the best of the best babies in a tank, and then I have the tank where I have like three generations already that are in there that I could pull out beautiful boas all day long because they're, semi-adults. They're at that age right now where they're really good. But it's just, you just want to go, go, go. You just got to move. You gotta shuck and jive. You got this tank, that tank, this tank, that tank. You gotta go, go, and after a while, I mean, you might have out of 30, maybe five that aren't showstoppers. So it's all of how hard you work, and what it's not how hard you work. It's what your eye sees. That's what you want to go for. What you like the best. You said TDS 150, and don't know if I missed pH and soil. I didn't say pH. I don't test pH, because with my RO, if that's what you want, Caradina, I just RO it. Oh wait, no, my pH is Wait, do I check my pH? Yeah, 6. Wait, 6.62. Was that my pH? Check 6.2. Yeah, I think it's 6.2. Yes, 6.2. Yeah, 6.2 somewhere in there. And the soil is I use all fluval stratum and humate, dark humate by oh god, dang, you're gonna make me lie. Black humate by not Seachem. Darn, I can't think of it. I'm not home right now. I can't grab the bag. So, but mostly fluval stratum. Can you mix metallic purple with boa, and how much you sell your for? Metallic purple with boa. Um, you can mix anything you want, but it's kind of like I don't know. It kind of be like putting tiger stripes on a Lamborghini. You know, purple metallics right now are Pintos, and people fight for that look, or they try to go solid purple and get rid of the black. Um, you could try to put the boa marks on the face, but as far as I know, no one's doing that. It's the look that goes is the boa. I mean the purple metallic. It's black with the purple on it, with the white stripes on the tail. You know, the pinto stripes and stuff that make it what it is. Because that's what it is, a black pinto with purple. Um, and the metallic. But like Dan Slee and stuff, he was buying solid purple shrimp almost. It'd be purple and God, he had that turquoise, that purple and turquoise, the sickest stuff I ever seen, man. It was so cool. He was spending so much money on them suckers too, but that's what I'm saying. That's where they're really going with it. I mean, is a mad scientist home somewhere in Germany or something mixing the two? Maybe so, because they're checking it out to see how it comes out. But I just haven't heard of it, or I don't know anybody that's done it yet, which doesn't say much. But I haven't heard of it yet. So that'd be kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that would ruin it or not. You know. But hey, like I said, it's your eye. What your eye wants to see, not what anybody else wants to see. So more or less, yeah, I'm sure it could be done. What strain tank was your favorite to work with? Uh, my favorite Neocaridina shrimp is a snowball because not one shrimp with their berries doesn't look like that. I mean, it looks like these perfect little round pure white balls. The coolest thing I've ever seen. And uh, I mean, the crystal bees, like the snowballs and the caradinas, are just as beautiful. Um, but I have fun with the boas. Trying to get the spots. I have fun with a lot of them. I don't have a favorite. I mean, I don't like boas more than I like my Dragon Blood Blues or my Crystal Blacks or it's and I really, like I said, I really don't mix shrimp to go, oh yeah, well I like doing it this way better than I like this. Because I'm one that kind of like, I don't know, how do you say it? Like, if I have a 1978 or 1979 Monte Carlo and it's got beauty rings and center hubcaps on the rims and steel rims, I'm not going to take that off to put Kragers on it. I'm a beauty ring and center cap guy. I want that beauty of when the vehicle was made. So when it comes to shrimp, the reason I don't mix my shrimp is because I mean I've had them in tanks, my show tanks mix, but the reason I don't mix shrimp is because it's the beauty and I don't want to damage what I think is perfect. I'll let somebody else do it, and if it comes out good, then I'll get that. But you know, I just don't. When I look at two shrimp, I don't go, "Oh yeah, if I mix this and this, I'm gonna get this." You know, I don't see it like that. I don't know the gene makeup of animals like that. So I mean, I could do the orange eyes. That's not hard. But when it comes to mixing two together and then thinking of, well, what's it gonna look like? Is it gonna be acceptable? I don't see that when I do it. So my favorite, I don't know. I'd uh, strain and tank. I don't know. Like so, crystal or neos would be the snowballs, and the carradina would be I don't know. I don't know. One of my favorite. I mean, I have a lot of favorites, but probably my shadow pandas, because the blue that I can get them to. There's a lot that I look at like my extreme blue bolts. They're finicky. They'll be light one day, super blue the next day, and it's like I don't even want to sell them because if I sell them to somebody and I mean, everyone understands, but if they go, God, they're not as blue as they were in your tank. And it's like, well, I know. So there's some that I don't really care for as much as I do other ones because they're finicky. Even though they're beautiful, I don't like a finicky shrimp. It makes selling it for me harder. So what is your tank ratio good quality versus cold grade? Like how many tanks are good? How many are for your calls? I don't really do anything like that when my shrimp breed. I really don't. I mean, to be honest, I don't really call. Um, what I do is like, let's say my buddy needs shrimp at a store, and you can do this too. I mean, you just go through the tank and pull out all the ones that you don't like. Because look, like I said, even a cold shrimp still carries the same gene. So if it sits in there and breeds, will it, like if it doesn't have as many spots on its face, could it contribute to more shrimp not having so many spots? Sure, but it's still a the gene of that shrimp is still really high. It's a high grade shrimp. Um, so what I do is, when my buddy needs shrimp, my buddy gets shrimp for half off. So if it's a $20 shrimp, I charge him $10. That's just how it is. I mean, it's a $20 shrimp. What am I going to do? I can't just give it to him. Like I tell people, I'll leave it in my tank and let it grow old and die before I just, you know, do something like that. But um, you know, or like let's say you order 10 shrimp from me, I might throw one or two free ones in there, and they're going to be the ones that aren't high grade. But it's just an ability for me to get it out of the tank so they don't continue to breed all the time, So, but I really don't go through and pull out, put them in another tank, because if I did that, I'd have 250 tanks, So I stay away from it. That's the whole thing. That's why, I try to move them to the pet stores as much as I can, because once you get 60, 90 babies in there, and then once they start to grow up, they can start looking. Once they become semi-adults, they can start looking. That's why I don't like to really send out shrimp super, super small unless it's a solid color shrimp, because I really don't know what it's going to look like. So once they start growing up, I go, well, that one's not as good. So I pull it out, and my buddy says, oh, just surprise me, bring me 8 different shrimp, bring me 25 of 8 different types. Well, I'll go through there, and, let's say 12 of them are low grade, and the rest are, it starts to build up to higher grade, So that's how I get rid of my selected, you know. The word call is okay, but when it comes to people that, um, how do I say this, that understand what each other are trying to say. When I say the word call, it doesn't mean that it's like sick or deformed or won't breed or anything like that. It's just not my eye. It's not catching my eye. So that's why you say selectively bred, selectively chose out of because you can scare people. If you go to the store and be like, here's all my culls, they're gonna be like, whoa. Because it's kind of like when they get feeder goldfish in or something, and they're dying off. Yeah, here's the cold ones. These are the ones that aren't doing so good. They're gasping for air. Well, that's not what you're taking out your tank. You're just taking out the ones out your tank that you don't find as attractive as the others. So that's all. But that's how I do it. All right, I think we're gonna have to. Let me see if there's any more. Yep, that's it. All right, so we're gonna call it a night. I have to get off here because I have to call home, talk to the fam one more time, and then I have to call it a night. I got to go to bed because I have to get up really early. I have to be down there. I have to sign in at 6:15. Then we go to breakfast. Then we go to start our day. And I haven't done this yet before, so I don't know what the day consists of. So thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. I mean, I know I haven't been around, but everyone knows I've been really busy. Sorry I missed Papa Shrimp's stream that we do yesterday. See, and that's another thing, that man's busy too. He's got a lot going on in his life right now. But that's the thing, we're not going nowhere. It's just, we're doing some stuff. So, he's better in his life, I'm better in my life, and we're trying to share all that with you. We're trying to bring you down that road. I mean, look, I brought you to Las Vegas. So, it's not really bright here. If I was aiming out the other way to downtown Vegas, you don't really look out here and go, well, you can way out there. Let me see if I can hook you guys up real quick before I shut this off. I'm going to shut the light off. So the glare's not there. So hold on. See if you guys can see all the little lights out in the town or out in the neighborhoods out there. Like I can. So, like I said, I'm not facing, or what it is I'm facing, like a crappy area. But for anyone who's never seen Las Vegas, this is just little, those are just houses and little businesses and stuff way in the back over there. I don't know if I can, oh yeah, hold on. Saw that stuff way back there. Those are just houses, but all that See all the mountains, that mountain range back there? It goes all the way around, higher than all the buildings. That's all you see all the way around. But yeah, all those lights out there, they're homes and businesses and gas stations, and because downtown Vegas is this way. So you see how the highway down here, where these people are walking? Downtown Vegas is that way, but it's too far to walk. They're just coming to the hotel. It's just my hotel here. That's the parking lot, of course, duh. We got, I don't know, there's no palm trees over here. It just had regular trees. The palm trees are everywhere else. But see, like I have to go down around this building here, go way over here behind this building through this parking lot, way over here, like where that blue top right there is. But down at the ground, that's where the training center is. So that's all parking garage and stuff, airport stuff, because that's all over there at the airport. But that's how close I am to the airport. But yeah, that's the expressway. That'd take you downtown Las Vegas. But all right, everyone. Oh, you guys want to see the room real quick? It's just basic. Little bed, got my stuff laying around, some shirts and stuff that they give me. We have to wear special shirts. And you got all the lights and everything. Of course, I got everything shut off. Big TV, food, little refrigerator. Took a shower already, so just got a walk-in all glass shower, really nice toilet, blah blah blah, you name it. So that's all that. But yeah, so this is the room. All tiled floors. It's nice. Very small. Big bed, very small room. But all right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Motor City Aquatics. And we will see you soon. So take care. And till next time, peace. And have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And we'll start getting on more streams. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Hey, hit that thumbs up. Hit that like. Subscribe as always. And it's great seeing you guys and girls. All right, everybody. Peace.